In 28 minutes, Delta Force would either capture Saddam Hussein's most trusted confidant or die trying. The man they were hunting knew every regime secret and had evaded capture for months. This is how they finally cornered him. The Iraqi night wrapped around Tikrit in darkness. Mid-June 2003, early morning hours. Inside the operations center at Forward Operating Base Iron Horse, satellite feeds glowed on multiple screens. Intelligence analysts hunched over workstations, cross-referencing signals intelligence with human sources who'd risked everything for this moment. Lieutenant General Abid Hamid Mahmud al-Tikriti, the ace of diamonds in the coalition's deck of most wanted Iraqis. Number 4 on the kill or capture list. Saddam Hussein's personal secretary, bodyguard, and cousin. The man who knew where every body was buried, literally and figuratively. For weeks, he'd been a ghost, slipping through cordons, changing safe houses, protected by tribal loyalty and fear. 20 miles north, 2 MH, 60 Black Hawks, and 1 MH. 47 Chinook sat on the tarmac, rotors already turning. Inside, 24 operators checked weapons one final time. 12 from Delta Force's B Squadron, America's premier counterterrorism unit, men who'd hunted bin Laden through Tora Bora's caves. 12 from the British SAS G Squadron, the original Special Forces unit, veterans of Belfast's back alleys and Basra's killing fields. The team leader, a Delta Master Sergeant with years hunting high-value targets, studied the target package. Aerial reconnaissance photos showed a compound northwest of Tikrit. High walls, multiple buildings, suspected underground bunker. Signal intercepts suggested al-Tikriti had arrived recently, traveling with light security. Either overconfidence or desperation. Both worked for the hunters. 2 minutes. The pilot's voice crackled through headsets. The operators pulled night vision goggles down, transforming darkness into green-tinged clarity. Suppressors were checked, magazine pouches touched reflexively. No one spoke. They'd rehearsed this dozens of times. Muscle memory would guide them through the next 30 minutes. The helicopters swept low across the Tigris River, rotors churning the waters where ancient civilizations once flourished. Below, palm groves rushed past. The pilots flew low level, using terrain to avoid detection, following routes mapped by reconnaissance. Kilometers out, the lead helicopter's thermal imaging picked up heat signatures. Vehicles parked inside the compound, engines recently used. Multiple figures inside the main building. The team leaders marked positions, transmitting to all operators. Primary breach team would hit the main entrance. Secondary team would scale the wall. Overwatch would deploy on higher ground. The helicopters flared hard, landing in synchronized precision. Operators flowed out like liquid death, weapons up, moving in practiced silence across the dusty ground. The compound wall loomed ahead, 12 feet of mud brick and concrete. Breaching charges were already in place when the first guard appeared on the wall, AK-47 rising. A suppressed shot from an SAS marksman dropped him before he could shout a warning. The charges detonated with controlled violence, punching a hole through the wall. Delta operators poured through, engaging 2 guards in the courtyard with precise double taps. No wild spraying. Every bullet counted, every shot aimed. The British team came over the north wall on assault ladders, clearing out buildings with methodical efficiency. Inside the main house, chaos erupted. Civilians screamed. Armed men reached for weapons. The operators moved methodically, calling out commands in Arabic and English. Flex cuffs secured detainees. Every military-aged male was photographed and processed against the target database. Take a moment to honor the veterans who serve in operations like this. If you appreciate their service, feel free to like the video. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Which unit do you think has more rigorous selection, Delta Force or SAS? The master bedroom door was reinforced, locked from inside. Breaching tools destroyed the lock. Delta operators burst in to find al-Tikriti standing beside his bed, hands raised, in civilian clothes. No dramatic last stand. Just a middle-aged man who knew the game was over. "I surrender," he said. They secured him with flex cuffs and searched for weapons or devices. Operators photographed identifying marks while others collected DNA samples. Confirmation would come later through proper channels, but initial indicators suggested positive identification. The ace of diamonds appeared to be in custody. The compound yielded valuable intelligence: laptops containing files, communications equipment, large amounts of cash, documents detailing networks and locations. Every item was cataloged for analysis. Extraction proceeded swiftly. Al-Tikriti was secured in the transport helicopter, surrounded by operators. The aircraft lifted off as distant vehicle lights appeared on the horizon, Iraqi forces arriving too late to intervene. By the time they reached the compound, the raiders were already returning to base. If you enjoyed learning about this operation, consider subscribing for more military history content. It's free.